one of the biggest complaints that I get from students who are using call funnels. Now, this is whether they're booking calls in Messenger or using something like a VSL or webinar. The biggest complaint that I get from them is, Laurel, people just don't show up to the calls. Now, before I show you how to fix this, I want to let you know that that is completely normal. It happens to everybody. Now, what I'm going to walk you through is my agency's pre-call funnel. Now, on average, this gets almost 100% show up rate. Hardly anyone doesn't show up once we take them through this process. Now, this is a process that has taken probably the last 3.5 years to perfect, not only with my agency clients, but also getting people into Messenger onto booking a call, because now you guys know that that has been one of my favorite strategies lately. And so this pre-call funnel, once you put it in place, you're going to start to see your show up rate improve over time. As a matter of fact, inside my Lead on Laurel program, I had a student almost get instant results. She was only getting about 40% of people to actually show up to the call. I showed her this pre-call funnel. She implemented one piece over probably about a 14-day period. It was probably about 2 weeks, but she brought her show up rate up to over 90%. And that's why I say it's almost 100%. It's not very often. And you guys are going to see as I'm walking you guys through this, why, what are the mechanisms involved that make this so powerful. And I'll give you guys a hint. You probably have a lot of the mechanisms and elements that make this work laying around already. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the walkthrough and let me know, did you find this valuable? Let me know in the comments below. Now that you're getting a lot of calls, some of you guys may be experiencing a low show up rate. And just know that as you start executing the ecosystem that's inside this program, over time, it will get better. But I wanted to give you guys some tools and resources that you could actually start implementing today in order to get more people to show up. As a matter of fact, this pre-call funnel has been integral to nearly 100% show up rates, okay? It's definitely above 90% across the board for my agency clients utilizing this. Now, just know that this is something that we have to be consistent with, we have to be committed to, and we have to execute all of the moving parts, not just pick one, right? We have to utilize all of it, okay? So the very first thing that we do is we execute a pre-call funnel. Now, this is what is going to be needed in order to get this done. And this is why I tell you guys to work on your evidence-based content, your prolific content, right? Your signature methodology training. Inside the program, there's also, a framework for the power pitch underneath the ATM strategy. Right now, you guys should already be doing your power content that's based off of your signature methodology, right? That's your bird's eye content. You should already start, banking some of that content that's evidence-based content, right? How are you helping clients get these results utilizing your signature methodology training, right? You guys should all have 15 pieces of content that go through your entire methodology. You should also have another 15 pieces of content that is evidence-based, meaning for each of those trainings using a client example, okay? We have all of that inside the program. As a matter of fact, you can use the stealth influence exercise that is on that conversion multiplier worksheet. There's training for both of these, okay, if you don't have that. But this is what the pre-call funnel looks like. We want people to binge, watch, and ingest a lot of your content. This is what a lot of people aren't patient. If you are consistent with putting out content, people will not no-show you on a call. I guarantee if someone books a call with me, they are not going to no-show. Why? Because I now have authority in my space to where they know Laurel's not going to give me a second chance. And they know that they're going to miss a lot of value if they miss a call with me. This second thing I'm going to skip. I'm actually going to black that out for right now because this is a way advanced thing and I don't think it's going to serve any of you guys right now. But I'm going to go ahead and skip to number 3. Email and text sequence. We do both, okay? Now we're going to send them an email and a text right after they book. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to, in this text and email sequence, we're going to confirm that they've seen at least one of, whether if we have a VSL, we're going to ask them if they watch the VSL. We're going to make sure that they watch. If you don't have a VSL, that's fine. But we all want to have some signature methodology training. We want to make sure, and this is what most of you guys will probably use as a power pitch. But we want to make sure that we are getting them to watch some of this content, right? Like if you send them a text after they book, make sure, hey, just wanted to confirm that you saw, my video that explains how my system works, right? And then we also want to send them a text 24 hours before the call and then 30 minutes before the call, okay? Do both, email and text, okay? Now, this last part is something that a lot of people don't do because they don't want to be bothered with it. This is something that you can leverage because remember, the most successful people do what other people are not willing to do. We like to build rapport over the DM, okay? My agency clients, they have a VA that literally tracks down all of their warm leads of who's booked calls. And, a lot of my agency clients, they don't take their own phone calls, but you guys do. That's an advantage. Okay. That's an advantage. But because my client doesn't take her own calls, I still make sure that she personally sends them an audio. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll friend them. She prefers to use Instagram, but we will follow them on Instagram or friend them on Facebook, and she will send them a video introducing herself and talking about the value of the call. And, she doesn't do her own calls. Charlie does, which is another lady. And she'll be like, hey, mama, so sorry I wasn't able to make the call, but I'm leaving you in good hands. My assistant, Charlie, has been through everything that you've been through. So Tasha's an infertility coach. And so her assistant, Charlie, has been through Tasha's program, has had success with it. And so, but what we want to do is we want to build rapport. The more that we get FaceTime with them through the DM, but also through this content, the longer that we have FaceTime with our prospects, the more rapport we're going to build with them. They're not going to miss this call, okay? Especially if you're building rapport over Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to send them an introduction over audio and text, video even better. Verify that they've watched the trainings that you've sent in the confirmations right before, because before they get on a call, we want them to understand how your program works and the value that it provides. Case studies would be good. Verify that they've watched that stuff. Ask for more info like funnel links and close rates. Like for me, that's what I would ask for. Hey, can I see your funnel? What are your close rates? But ask them for more information that will help you have a better conversation over the call and be able to add value. Share a content piece that references info they just gave you. So let's say I'm in the DM and I have a call with someone and I've just asked them for funnel links and close rates. I'm probably going to send them a case study video and say, hey, you know what? My other client was having that same issue till they joined Lean on Laurel, and check out this video. It's only 6 minutes long and it'll actually give you a good idea of what you can expect once you start executing what we're going to be talking about. It gets them excited. And then of course, check in them with the day before the call, build rapport. I tell my clients, check in with them over Messenger every single day into the call. Now, just know the longer the call is, the more likely they will cancel it or be a no-show. We want people to book a call within the first 24 hours, 48 hours. If your call is more than 2 days away, the chances go up that they're going to be a no-show. So we want to make sure that if they did book a call 3 or 4 days, away, that we're making sure that this post scheduling sequence gets put into play. So if you're having issues with no-shows, this will fix the problem. How do I know? This same pre-call funnel has fixed hundreds, and yes, hundreds of people who are running call funnels. This is not just a call funnel that I use. This is something that a lot of my colleagues use as well. This was a problem, up until last year, we didn't really have a lot of call show up rate problems, but this past year, it has been hard to get people through a call funnel. And so we want to build that connection and rapport as fast as possible. Chances are, if you are talking to them in Messenger and adding value, they will not miss that call. Okay. So anyway, hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Hopefully this served you. If you have any questions, drop them below.